Hey guys, this is Bastion from Capcom-Unity. This is my video walkthrough for the Great Jaggi, who is actually pretty easy. I mean, there's really not a whole lot to say about him. He's the first monster in try, he's by far the easiest, so this video's going to be pretty short. One thing veteran hunters will instantly recognize is that the Great Jaggi is basically a drome. A drome from the previous games was not exactly a full-fledged monster, it was more just a leader of lesser monsters. In this game, they're not called drones, but it's basically the same exact thing. And drones were pretty easy, they didn't really require any strategy, and this will actually throw off a couple veteran hunters. It threw me off. You'll go into the fight thinking, you know, this is going to be pretty easy, I don't really need to pay attention, I could just whack it and it'll die pretty fast. It does die pretty fast, but you still need to pay attention, there is still a bit of strategy. In the previous games, drones, they didn't really have special attacks, they basically bit you and jumped around a lot, and that was it really, they didn't have any special attacks. Great Jaggi does have its own attacks, it's more of a monster in this game than previous drones were, and you definitely need to look out, pay attention to what it's doing. You definitely need to dodge, because if you just stand there and let it attack you, it can kill you pretty quickly. Not because it does a lot of damage, but because it attacks pretty fast, and it does have a few attacks that will do a decent amount of damage to you, so you definitely have to watch out. A couple of tips for recognizing some of Great Jaggi's attacks and how to avoid them. One of them is it'll kind of turn to its side and rear back, and then it'll charge at you. And this charges goes for like 5 or 10 feet, and this is its most damaging attack. It does roughly 30% of your health in the demo. It won't instantly kill you, but it's definitely something to watch out for. It'll definitely knock you on your back and throw you away, so you definitely want to try and avoid that. Another move to watch out for is its tail swipe. This is a very common move it does. It's very easy to recognize. It'll basically spin around, and as it's spinning around, it'll swipe its tail at you. It does this twice. First it'll do it one direction, then it'll spin around and do it in the other direction. It's pretty easy to dodge once you see him do it a couple times. You pretty much get a feel for the way it moves as he's doing this attack, and you'll be able to dodge after a few times seeing this happen. Another thing to watch out for, I say thing because it's not really an attack, it's just a thing it does, is it'll raise its head and it'll start howling, and when it's doing this, it's calling other Jaggis to come and help it out. Most of them are tiny, they actually don't even attack you, they're pretty funny. They just jump around you and kind of like dance, and they don't really attack, they're just there to distract you. Don't really try and attack them, they're pretty fast, they're hard to hit. Just keep hitting the Great Jaggi. Most of your attacks will also hit little ones at the same time, so it's really not that big of a deal, but still something to watch out for. If they all start attacking you, you could take a lot of damage over a very short amount of time. So still definitely something to pay attention to and to monitor. Alright guys, that's it for this video. As you can see, Great Jaggi isn't too bad. You still definitely need to know how to avoid his attacks and what to look out for. I hope this helped out some of you new players, and I hope to see you guys on the 20th when this game releases.